Hey guys, my name is Jessica, and I'm an occupational therapist in the Miami area and creator of OT Genius. For those of you who don't know, OT Genius is dedicated to helping pre-occupational therapy students get into occupational therapy school. We have a Facebook group. You can find us at OT Genius right there, and will approve your request to join the group, and you can get access to more amazing content like the one that you are about to watch. We also have an IG page if you want to follow us there at otgenius_. So those are a few of the ways that you can follow us and enhance your content as far and reach to better yourself to get into OT school. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about 5 reasons you may be struggling getting into OT school. I myself was a candidate that had a 2.68 GPA. This is my actual transcript I wanted you to see. Here it is. Right there, 2.68. Yep. But I got in. I hope that what that shows is that, first off, a low low GPA, it does not necessarily mean the end of the world, okay? And that you're not going to get admitted into OT school because it's been done in the past, and I'm one of those people, and it's just because we've done and learned certain things. And so it's definitely still possible. That's the number one thing that I wanted to show. And I wanted to also communicate that if you are struggling getting into OT school, even with a high GPA, it's probably because you're not doing certain things. And it's 5 things that I personally can think of. Number 1, you're not building relationships or networking with the right people. Okay, you need to learn how to network. Networking is not about who you know. Okay, networking now is about who knows you, what you are known for, and the relationships that you are building. Okay, so I really just want you guys to take that into consideration as you apply, because and as you go throughout your school journey, use your resources that are there for you. Use your professors and your classmates, and also be willing to give back, because that's what's part of the relationship. You need to be able to add value, and as you add value to your relationships and to the folks that you're working with, the programs that you're applying to will see that as well. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you're struggling getting into OT school, you probably also are just applying to schools that you really have no interest in going to in the first place. I've been doing this for a short period of time. It's been a month and a half, like a little over a month. But I've already seen that there are people applying to schools that they either don't really have an interest in, or they're applying to out-of-state schools, but they don't want to go out of state from where they are. And my question was always, why then are you applying? Because you obviously, you tell me because, I'm working with you as a mentor, but you obviously can't tell that to the committee. But it's honestly at the same time no different, because the committee is looking for people that are interested in their program genuinely. And so I would not even bother doing so. And you have to remember that OT school is, depending on whether you're doing a master's track or a doctoral track, is 2 to 3 plus years of schooling. And so it's a long haul, and you need to make sure that, number 1, this school is a good fit for you. Number 2, that this is the profession for you. Okay, so you need to have some introspect. Okay, if you're just applying to schools because, you're saying, like, I just want to see what happens, go for it. Give them your money. They're not going to say no to you in that regard, to no to your money. They'll always want your money. and you may just get a wait list or a rejection back, especially if you have a low GPA like I did and GRE score. So, yeah, if that's where you're at, you probably are, that's maybe another thing that you are doing. And I highly recommend that you highly look into your schools and do your research, do your homework so you know which schools are a good fit for you, because that's really where it's going to be at. And number 3, you're probably struggling getting into OT school because you really don't want it badly enough, but you think you do. Now, a little bit about myself. I was a sociology major, and I wanted to be a university professor, teach sociology, do research, and I wanted to teach, and I wanted to get published. I wanted to do all these things within the world of sociology, and but after the second time that I applied, and yes, I applied to PhD programs with this GPA score and GRE scores, I obviously got rejected. And once I got rejected, I gave up and I decided to look into the OT route. And I'm glad I did. I'm really, really glad I did. It definitely was the better choice. But what it showed me was that I really did not want the PhD in sociology as badly as I thought I did. Because had I wanted it bad enough, I would have fought for it as hard as I did to get into OT school. To get into OT school, I retook classes just, because I wanted to show the committee that C's were not good enough for me. That's what I wanted to show. So regardless if I got a passing grade or an acceptable grade, no, I wanted to basically put my best foot forward in the application. And I knew that meant retaking classes, breathing, eating, and sleeping GRE, trying to get more hours than the other candidates and writing a kick-butt personal statement. So while this may show some people that I may not have been a hardworking student, I probably worked a little bit harder than others just to get in. And because of that, I made it happen. I wanted it bad enough, and the committee saw that because of, even taking classes that weren't even required that were going to be to my benefit in OT school. Like, for example, my school, believe it or not, did not require kinesiology because they would offer that as already part of the program once you're in. But I took it prior, at an undergraduate level. And even though I didn't have to. And I did that because I wanted to show them, that I was serious about it. Another reason why you guys may be struggling is because you guys don't know how to market yourselves to these schools. Now, if you're going to get accepted into these schools, you need to learn how to market yourself. Some of you guys have these amazing gifts and abilities that are going unnoticed by these programs. And I want you guys to hone in on those and really make it known that you guys have great gifts, whether it's, I've seen videos of current OT students making vlogs and, these videos about their journey as OT students. And that's amazing. If you have those skills, share it with them and share how you can use it for the advancement of the profession. It's all about how you market it, so that's just one example. And so, yeah, and I can make a whole other video on how to market yourself to these schools. These schools know how to market to you and lure you in with, oh, look, we don't look at GPA, there's no minimum requirement. So, they know how to lure you. They'll lure you with, look at this facility and look at our location and look at our tuition rates. And so they know how to market to you, and just how you get to the point of, I really want to go there. You need to get to the point of, I really want him or her in this program because they seem like a great asset to the program. So it's about how you market yourself. And that's something that myself, and I'm sure many others who are in the same boat as me in terms of GPA and GRE scores, managed to do. And lastly, if you are struggling getting into OT school, it's probably because you are too busy trying to be interesting versus interested. I kind of alluded to this already. The programs want people who are interested in them because they want the people that are the best fit for their program. So by doing your research, networking, you'll find out if it is a good fit. And because I don't want you to get so caught up on trying to create this elaborate story about why they should accept you, and do because it's a little bit more than that. Like, just show genuine interest in the school, the program, yourself, and your own well-being. And that will show that you are a qualified um, uh, candidate, because everybody, at the end of the day, has a story, and everybody's story is unique in its own way. So don't waste your time trying to be interesting. Try to be interested and share your story in an honest and genuine fashion, and that will help. So, yeah, I hope that this has helped. If any of this is useful to you, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hit share, like, subscribe, and like I said earlier, join our Facebook group or Instagram for more content such as this. And let's make it happen, guys.